This morning, my good friend Nick Mack and I will be singing a song very close to our hearts and to the hearts of many of you. We'll be singing The Rainbow Connection. Testing.
This one goes out to all you seniors chasing your dreams. Maybe. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish we heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Someone thought of it and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La 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 la.
On a little bit different note, we'll have the seniors from Vocalosity now come up and sing a song.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling wind can be turned away. An enchanting moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? Tonight, it is where we are. Ooh. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? Tonight, how it's laid to rest. Ooh. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of the star-crossed voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. Ooh. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. Ooh. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Ooh, it's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Believe the very best. And you feel the love tonight.
The most important thing, as you're sitting out here as parents and kids, everybody gets a diploma tonight. That's a good thing, trust me, okay? The competition at that level is really mind-boggling. If you have a 95.01% in this class, you're ranked 37th. That is amazing, okay? And so for these girls to put themselves at the top of that is an honor, certainly worth recognizing this morning, and we'll do so right now. My three valedictorians, Mack Fitzgerald, Aimee Eubank, and Ella Morone. You got a picture of me? I'll take a picture. Let's get one picture of the three of you and we'll go from there, okay?
spoiler alert, but you're not done hearing from those three today, okay? The Lumen Christi Award, and this is in our booklet that you have with you as well, is a very special award. This is the Light of Christ Award here at Billings Central, and it really is a chance for the students and staff to identify those kids who most represent Christ-like behaviors on a daily basis. We gave this award at the Senior Awards Assembly already, but it's always very important to re-recognize this today, because really it's one of the top things that we give out, and it really means so much in terms of our whole mission and vision at Billings Central. I would ask all of the nominees to stand when I call you, and I'll just call you by first name as we go through here, and just stand and stay standing for a second while I talk about you. Ella, Carly, Megan, Christina, Alicia, and Cassidy for the girls. And for the guys, Matt, Joey, Brandon, Lynn, Nick, and Kate. And you can stay standing for a second. Again, we've already been through this once as a class at the Senior Awards, but this is a big deal. And so I just want to say thank you again for all of you nominees. It's one thing to be recognized by peers, it's another thing to be recognized by teachers, but when you morph those two worlds together, that is a really special quality, and we thank you for your leadership all year in that term, Christ-like behavior, throughout the calendar year at Central. So thank you very much to you. Well, okay, thank you. Our winners this year, and I'll have them walk up as I continue to talk about them, Brandon Cavalock and Cassidy Robinson, please come forward. In 2012, Dick Trefney established an endowment memorial scholarship fund to honor his late wife Nancy, a beautiful, smart, and accomplished lawyer. Nancy and Dick shared many values, including a strong belief in God and conviction that students who work hard to achieve their goals should be rewarded. This memorial scholarship was put in place for this award to receive this. So prior to 2012, I always called the kids up and I said I wanted to give them a token of my appreciation for their excellence in terms of the Christ-like behavior all year long. So they received this little token, okay? So you get that still. But now, much more important to them, they get a $1,000 scholarship as well, so. And there's a little more history in your booklet on that memorial, but that's a fantastic thing, and I certainly appreciate Trefneys for taking the role and helping provide us something special with that as well. At this time, it's an honor for me to introduce Harrison Fagg. He is going to be our class speaker this morning. Harrison's a great leader. He's the one who has to deal with Mr. Hawbaker and I in terms of trying to keep school culture the way it should be sometimes. And for him, a lot of times, those are text messages he receives in the middle of games or in the middle of things to kind of help control order. Things like, Harrison, will you please tell Jackson Boost to stop yelling random things out loud? Everybody in the gym thinks something's wrong with him. That text happened, didn't it, Harrison? Okay. He's someone that really wants the best for everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to have him address your class as student body president, and he also has lots of rings to his hands. Harrison Fagg.
Thank you, Mr. Hanser, and I want to thank all the teachers before I start. It's been a great last 4 years, and none of us could be here without them. The Billings Catholic school system has been my home for the last 14 years. I've spent 2,520 school days, 20,160 hours, and over 1,200,600 minutes with all of you. But who's counting? You have all become more than my peers. You are all my family. Together we have gone through puberty, worked through the stress of academics, and now we're graduating high school. Over the last 4 years, we have made enough memories to last a lifetime. Looking back, I can vividly see all your faces as we grew together over the last 4 years. From the good old days when I was taller than Jacob, to freshman year when Joey finally lost his baby fat, We have all grown physically and emotionally together more than I could have ever imagined. Together, we have faced terrible loss and great triumphs. We have laughed, cheered, argued, gossiped, and cried together. But through it all, we have become as close as brothers and sisters. There is no group on this planet I would rather share these last 4 years with. We have supported, encouraged, and pushed each other to reach new heights, and it is through each other that we have triumphed over every obstacle that has come our way. As a family, we have accomplished amazing things, and even though we fight, bicker, and argue worse than cats and dogs, when it matters, we come together as a force to be reckoned with. In retrospect, our class has had a sibling-like bond throughout the last 4 years. However, personally, I can think of no greater example of our class's family relationship than last year on October 24th at the first Central Laurel football game. The game was frigid, so naturally as halftime came, I ran to the concession stand to grab a hot chocolate because I couldn't risk the chance of my voice giving out during such an important game. After retrieving my hot chocolate, I returned to my post between Healy McDonald and Jackson Booze for the second half, and everything seemed perfect until tragedy struck. Sometime in the middle of the third quarter, the group huddled together for a picture. My hot chocolate slipped out of my hand, and in slow motion I watched in horror as it landed directly in Haley's purse, drenching her wallet and keys in a hot, sticky mess. As soon as I realized what I had done, I quickly grabbed what was left of my hot chocolate and threw Haley's purse into the underclassmen behind us. After the game, I practically hid from Healy as she questioned underclassman after underclassman in a futile attempt to find the mess maker. As a testament to our class's brother-sister relationship, this is my confession to Healy. Healy, I'm kinda sorta sorry. I was never caught, and if I wasn't moving a few thousand miles away from her next year, trust me, I'd be fearful to let her know I was the one who soaked her belongings in hot chocolate. Just like brothers and sisters, our class has rivalries, inside jokes, and even dirty little hot chocolate secrets. However, through our quirks, we have bonded into a class that will continue to shape each other for years to come. On top of our brother-sister relationship, over the past few years at Billings Central, I've grown emotionally attached to each and every one of you. Growing up, doing homework, and competing together has given us a bond that will last the rest of our lives. However, there is no greater testament to how close we are as a family than how we handle loss. Our class is special. Two of our classmates that should be walking across the stage with us today will be with us only in spirit. George Keller and Noah Friesen are part of our family, and through their memory, we have become closer than I ever thought possible. I can clearly remember the day I heard about George's passing. Within hours, I had over 15 people text message or calling me, all working towards the same goal, coming together. That very night, during the middle of the summer, when so many of us were so busy, over 8% of our class was able to come together at the Studer's house just to be together as a family. Now, every year since, our class comes together for the Suicide Prevention Walk as a way to remember George, but also as a way to emotionally bond as a family. The tragic loss of both Noah and George has given our class tragedy to bond around. As a class, we had suffered more than our fair share of loss. However, we have grown, learned, and bonded through our loss in ways no other class in Central history ever has. Our bond as a class has eclipsed the casual relationship between friends and become a relationship between members of a family. Over the next few years, our class will continue to accomplish amazing goals and reach new heights in everything we do, but we have gone through so much together and built relationships over the last 4 years that will transcend time and last the rest of our lives. In conjunction with loss, we are also a class of great success. Through the success of our classmates, we've been able to share in each other's prosperity. From the outstanding mural painted at Masterloo by Mariah LaFontaine, to the athletic success of all of our sports teams, we have accomplished so much. Our leadership on the field, the court, and the stage will leave a legacy at Central for years to come. As part of our class has won state championships in football, soccer, swimming, and golf. We have taken part in critically acclaimed artwork and theatrical productions, and we've put Billings Central on the map both because of our outstanding attitudes as well as our innate abilities. Looking back, I wish I could wear my bright green and white pants to a football or basketball game just one more time. I wish I could continue to receive countless text messages asking for help every time a calculus assignment got hard. And I wish I would have cherished all your wonderful voices in the hallways between class periods, even Healy's. As a class, as a family, we can accomplish absolutely anything we put our minds to. Through all our sorrow and all our triumphs, our class has been bred for success. As a class, next fall we are attending some of the most outstanding universities across the U.S. We have already begun to build paths for success in any field we pursue, and we are the next generation of leaders in America. I have confidence it will be the people in this room who solve the problems facing our society today. I believe Morone will cure cancer. Grosso will produce a Broadway play that will change the course of history, and I plan on being your 48th President of the United States. You may or may not build a wall between our great nation and Canada. The students of Billings Central Class of 2016 will change the world because as a family, we can overcome any challenge we confront. In conclusion, we are a family. We have grown up together, gone through so much tragedy and triumph together, and will succeed in the future together. Through sorrow and success, we have become closer than I could have ever imagined. We are truly a family, brothers and sisters, and though many of you never seem to see eye to eye with me, I care deeply for all of you and will miss you next year more than I can even imagine. However, knowing the bonds that we have formed over the last few years will outlast time, I look forward to seeing what all of you accomplish in the future. Maybe one of you will even be my vice president. Finally, Mom and Dad, I know we basically never agree on anything, but I think we can agree that sending Barkley and I to the Catholic school system to be with our extended family was by far the best decision you've ever made. Thank you.
I was in with some thoughts on the class. I'm half inclined to say what he said. In August at our town hall meeting, I mentioned these words: make sure you enjoy the journey. It will go too fast. Never have truer words been spoken regarding the pace of a school year. This simply went by too fast. The good ones always do. The class of 2016 is special. We've talked about it for years, and as I stand here this morning communicating about them as a collective group for the last time, it is so apparent how truly special their run has been. Each year I'd like to recap some highlights. Divisional champs: girls soccer, volleyball, boys golf, girls basketball, boys tennis, girls tennis. State champions: girls soccer, boys golf, boys tennis. State runner-up: boys basketball, girls tennis. Science Olympiad state champions. BCCH cheer, second overall at the state cheer competition. 2 athletes nominated Midland Roundtable, 1 winner. Congrats, Jake. 15 superior ratings earned at District Music Festival for solo, ensemble, and large groups, 12 excellent ratings. 5 students were selected to All-State Music, 3 students selected to All-Northwest Music. Orchestra, concert band, jazz band, and vocalosity all received superior ratings at districts. 8 different students were recognized as the Arts Without Boundaries Standout Students Award. They had an ACT composite of 23.7. To put that in perspective, the national average is around 20, the state is around 21, and they were offered over $6 million in scholarship money. That is an unbelievable list, and I just want to thank you guys and congratulate you, so great job. Frankly, this list could go on and on and on. Take a look through that booklet, it's incredible. And I think you'll agree the accomplishment is as well. It's just a well done, it's a great keepsake for you guys. I appreciate the work that goes into it, but more importantly, the work you did to allow us to create something so special. As I reflect on the year, there are countless thoughts I could focus on and to elaborate and celebrate. I'm going to try to do justice with 4 main thoughts: a tweet, a poster, a quote, and a song. The tweet was in the winter and came from Henry Charpentier. I'm sure his parents are thinking, dear God, right now. It was short, sweet, and spot on and went like this. Central is 11-0 versus Laurel in 2015-16 sports season. #facts. Although in the grand scheme of things, this really does not matter. Bragging rights are always fun on a college campus. It was also part of a very memorable Halloween weekend and one of the many, many great memories you had as a class. And it's just fun beating Laurel. Always has been, always will be, okay? The poster to my left over here was created at the beginning of the year. It started with the We Are BC on it, and then the class of 2016, in a meeting with me prior to the start of the school year, identified words that define them as a class and us as a school. Those are in green. Spiritual, family, hardworking, compassionate, loyal, welcoming, connected, drug-free, dedicated, respectful, loving, reliable, classy, caring, and champions from left to right. All of the words were incredibly fitting, and each and all can be used at any time to describe the class of 2016. More importantly, those words all became action over and over and over again, culminating with a class mural that truly says it all without saying a word. The repeated actions provided leadership for the school and defined the legacy of this class. They identified what We Are BC really means and then lived it each and every day. The quote was in the Gazette in the fall. "I can't describe what it feels like to be a Billings Central Ram," Whitman said. "Being a Ram is unlike anything you can describe. It is awesome." I love that quote. It gives a glimpse into the air of magic that is Billings Central. It is sometimes hard to explain to people, but those who experience know that it's special. I also love how many times similar feelings were echoed to me in a short exit interview I did that the class provided at the senior retreat. Things like, "I would relive my experience 100 times over if I could. I love all my classmates and teachers dearly and would not trade my high school experience at Central for anything. Central has been an overwhelmingly positive experience. This school, and more importantly, the community that has been built around it, is one that I am so proud and so lucky to be part of. The impact of Billings Central has made on me is unbelievable. Mass at school is something I cherished. I think that choosing Billings Central was the best decision that I've ever made and will ever make." I could go on and on from the feedback from the kids. And honestly, there's nothing that gives me more pride. Central is special. As a class, you added to that and made some great memories and connections. It's important to remember, however, that there is a reason it is special. Never to be lost in the great relationships, teachers, classes, activities, dodgeball games, snow days, or random ice cream days, is the simple fact that we are a faith community. Not just a community, but a faith community. That connection to Jesus and all that we do is what Mariah was having a tough time putting into words. It is Central, the faith community, that is special and creates bonds and pride second to none. Always be proud to be part of Billings Central. I know I am. Finally, a song. Each year we're reminded by graduation songs, things like, "I hope you had the time of your life," or "I will remember you," or "Fight for your right to party," or "Tonight we're young," or "Wear sunscreen," or "Friends are friends forever." All are predictable, all are fun. Music is a powerful thing. I could mention groups like Styx or Def Leppard, and many parents would instantly be drawn back to their high school years. Some might even throw out a "Rock On." In fact, I'm certain that right now are the first words my brother Sean heard. He heard Def Leppard and is like, "What? What?" This year, thankfully, secular music has produced a song around graduation time that is rooted in Christian principles and gospel values. The lyrics are simple. They fit this class, they relate to our senior retreat, and are something I hope always brings you back to this point in time. Simply, we are told to always stay humble and kind. I love that this is a Tim McGraw song because his lyrics stick with you. I could mention that I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and someone at your table would probably know the rest of the song. Always stay humble and kind. The key word for this class is stay, because you are humble and kind. These are special characteristics of your class. You have endless gifts and talents that you have used throughout your high school career to be very successful, and yet you remain humble, which makes you so incredibly likable. That's why we're going to miss you. Okay? Father Mark gave insight to that. Father Mark gave insight that the key to humility is gratitude at your retreat. That is your secret weapon. I appreciate how many of you say thank you, and I hope that you do the same for all the people who support you today and always. You are such a kind group. I watched this in a special way all year, and specifically on your senior retreat. Your kindness led the way for a great school year atmosphere this year because of the characteristics you defined. Your kindness provided special and deep healing and comfort all year to each other and to Joe, Leah, and Lisa as everyone continued to cope with loss, especially through this challenging life transition year. At retreat, your kindness created strong bonds, new friendships, and allowed for openness and forgiveness truly second to none in my 20-plus years of working senior retreats. As a class, you recognize this kindness in each other. As you selected the initial list for the nominees of the Lumen Christi Award presented earlier this morning, it was unbelievable the wide range of distribution, people with votes, showing that many in this class illuminate kindness and Christ-like characters and are recognized for it. Like the mural, that says it all. You are a special group, and you are humble and kind. As we look to close breakfast and move to our graduation ceremony, there's one gift I want each and every one of you to take with you. There is no tangible value to the gift, but it is something you can have in your hearts, and it is part of you, as part of this wonderful faith community you will always be associated with at Billings Central. No matter where you are next year, try and join us some days, morning or night. Seniors, I'd ask you to close your eyes for a sec. You still have to listen. I have your diplomas. Close your eyes and just listen. And again, join us when you can next year at college. The morning prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. I offer you my best and live this day for your glory. Help me to reach my full potential, to recognize your presence in each person I meet, and to accept my strengths and weaknesses, as well as the strengths and weaknesses in others around me. Bless our families, our friends, and our teachers, and keep us safe from injury and harm as we strive to make God smile in all that we do. And in the afternoon, you can join us, or evening. God of hope, thank you for being with us this day. Keep us safe from harm. Please help us to make choices today that we can live with tomorrow, to apply what we have learned to our everyday lives, and to be compassionate and forgiving so that we may be instruments of your peace. May we remain humble in all that we do and learn to follow your way, not ours. May we make you smile every moment of each day. We ask this through your Son, Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Amen. Those prayers can follow you. They still work, I promise. And they're part of you, and they're part of our, again, faith community, which is critical. Class of 2016, individually and collectively, you're a tremendous gift to us all. I thank God that I had the opportunity to be a little part of your very special world. Good luck, and know that you are part of a faith community that loves you, supports you, and believes in you more than you could ever imagine. You're a wonderful class. May God bless you always with love and forgiveness as you work through the challenges to make Him smile in all that you do each and every day next year. You're a very special group. Pay attention. I know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. That is your special legacy. Don't forget your pictures at 5:10. If you're late, you'll still be humble and kind, but you will be not pictured. We'll see you all again tonight at 6. Thank you. God bless, and have a great afternoon.